Hey guys, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another short video on a vintage Pachinko machine. Certainly if you enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing. I believe you have to have a Google account to subscribe, so if you don't log into Google or YouTube or whatever, the subscribe option is not there, but if you do, then obviously grab a subscribe. I'd like it. Comments, always appreciate comments and the likes. All that stuff's important. The only thing I would ask is comments are great. I'll respond to them. If you have a specific question, though, it's much easier for me to talk to you directly. So you would want to go to magicpachinkorestorations.com. Use the contact area to contact me. Give me a phone number. I'll call you right away. We can talk and get your problem solved or get you on your way to getting a machine restored. Okay, so I offer two services, full function or functionality and full restoration. It's one or the other. I don't like to get any different between them. I don't say, do you want this, or this done? I don't like to operate that way. It's either you have it fully functional or you're going to have it fully restored, one or the other. This particular customer on this machine opted for a functional restoration only. So you're not going to see the shiny chrome and the clean play fields and things like that you would see on a full restoration. He opted to leave it kind of the old look. This sat for 50 years in a basement. And it's an old machine. It's got to be in the 60s. It is a single shot. And it's mostly tin on the back. So you'll see what happens when I swing it around. When I first got this machine and looked at the back, I couldn't tell what it just looked black. It looked all dirty, rusty tin to me. But now you'll see what happens after I spent some time with it. The back is, to me, very impressive now. I talked to the customer. We decided to take the tin parts and paint them black. That's to get rid of the rust, or I got rid of the rust. This will hopefully keep the rust from coming back. And then I was absolutely amazed at the amount of brass that was on this machine. And when I first got it, you could not tell that it was brass. It was so discolored and tarnished for over 50 years. This is it's a quirky machine. We've got it working pretty well now. There's just a couple of things that I'll talk to the owner about so that he understands how certain things are supposed to work. I've only done a couple of these before, and I'm really kind of glad at least Nisogen and, well, most of the manufacturers finally found out what plastic was. They went to plastic rather than the tin parts. This originally probably had a piece of glass here. I just cut a piece of plexiglass. This is where the jack or the seesaw mechanism is. And interestingly enough, on the seesaws, they should be this way instead of this way. And most Pachinko machines have a little push rod down here that will push the seesaw up. This one, the seesaw is in the right position now, but if it were tipped down, this end would be up. There's a little brass piece right here that's spring-loaded, and you push it down, and it will contact the rear end of the seesaw and push that down rather than pushing the other end up, that's kind of a neat little thing right there. Interesting mechanisms. I'll try to explain this as we load it up. The original two lights here, I could not get out for the life of me, and obviously they got ruined, so I ended up mounting LED lights in this is the jackpot. And I just went directly from power to the lights to the switch. This is the original switch. And this machine doesn't hinge away from the frame. It sits down into two little pegs down there, and this bolt here holds it in with a wing nut. There's another one on the other side. Unfortunately, the wing nut's missing. It's metric. I didn't have anything I could put on there, but it's not going anywhere. But there were two copper contacts. There was a set of copper contacts on this and a set of copper contacts along the board so that they touched each other and made contact, but yet when this board was taken out, they would just go like that and the contacts would come apart. So right now you still can take the board out, but you just have to make sure you unplug the power supply. roll the voice message. Okay, so with this particular machine, this works really kind of weird. Initially, you need to make sure that this little brass tab is in the down position, not the up position. It'll hold in the up position, and there's a reason for that. And you want to make sure you got to get the spring around like that so it stays down. And you want to make sure that this is at least a ball width apart. These come into play later, okay? So this is the way you're ready for it. You take a handful. The balls will run from the tray into the turnaround and down, and they're going to stop right here. They don't continue into the jackpot like a lot of pachinko machines do. They stop right there. That is the proper setup. Notice that this is still in this position, therefore it won't let this drop yet. That's because there's not enough balls in the unit. So you put some more balls in, and then that'll swing out of the way. So now you've got it loaded. Again, with all pachinkos, 90% of the balls you own are going to go in the upper hopper. So we've got the upper hopper nice and full. This is all loaded, and we've got the seesaw in the correct position. So right now this machine is ready to play. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the door, and I'm going to drop a ball in from the front so that you get to see what happens when you get a win. Now what will happen is the ball will come in here into the seesaw like it normally does. Seesaw tips. It's going to go down through here and exit right here. But basically you want to watch this when I drop the ball in, which I'm going to do right now. So what happens is the balls collectively, when you get a win, this drops, comes over and starts to fill this arm up. And when there's enough weight on it, it tips. And it lets the balls go down and around and into the jackpot, which is a circular collection area. In the meantime, the balls that are already in the jackpot, when this goes down, it opens a door that allows the balls that are already in the jackpot to go down and out the machine as a prize. Okay, so let's show you this again. Okay, so that's the proper working of the machine, and you could, I don't know if you saw it or not, but those lights did come on when the ball went on. So let me get the door closed. I'm going to turn it around. So because this is a single load, the winning balls come out down here. You're going to just drop a ball in and launch it. And if you launch too hard, it'll go around twice, or sometimes it won't. It'll only go around 1.5 times, and it'll come back. Oh, that's how it went around. I wouldn't launch them quite that hard. I just launch them like that. This is not an easy game to win, mainly because it just has pay pockets, so it doesn't have the big targets like a tulip machine would. And every once in a while, the losing ball will just sit there and just tap the plexiglass and it'll go away. It's hard to win on this machine, believe me. I tried to tweak the nails a little bit. Didn't have much luck doing that. Now the Japanese were really good at loading a ball in and shooting very quickly. And this just isn't going to cooperate for me. So what I'll do is we'll open up the front again. So you can see that the balls that are in the jackpot in here, those are the ones that will drop out. So I'll just go up in here like this, and then you'll see the jackpot lights come on. It never fails. It just never fails. When you're shooting a video. Okay, let's do it again. So that's the proper operation. The two lights come out when you get a jackpot. The balls that are in here come out down here, and you can see the balls that are left in the hopper, so you know when it's getting low. This does not have a ball out light. So this is an old-time single shot. This button here is for if you get a double win, one pays out, the other one would stay inside, and when you get ready to cash out, you just push this button. It would kick the second ball into the seesaw and pay out for you. But it rarely happens, but that's what that button is for. So that's the old single shot. Hope you like it.